Hello, hello. Good time of day, everyone. So this is the last full day of the 7-day RL for me. And I think I've sort of ascended beyond finished and not finished. There is only programming. Only the madness within. So that said, I have been doing a little work off stream. Got a bunch more sprites that I'm going to probably implement off stream in items, and I have actually implemented a few. I finally got the throwing knife set up. So, let me just show that real quick. Sorry if I'm a little dead. There decided to be a thunderstorm in the middle of last night. So I got this guy made. The charger. He will charge. Very fitting. And I got the throwing knife working, which will just do fixed damage. And I got some setup for some other cardinal direction items. I got a few more entities set up, but I can't remember exactly right now what they are. But yeah, charger will charge. Anyways, so for today, first off, I want to try to get at least 2 of the main bosses made. Oh, no worries. And get the actual progression, and even if I don't have enemies spawn or anything. So let me actually just make the sheet. So this is more going to actually be the final day. I have all this over here. So, final checklist. Final bosses. Act progression. Item shop setup. I already have it. No, wait, actually. Relic, or boss relic. Item shop between stages. Treasure chests. And maybe some you win screen. But yeah. This is the final checklist, so I'm going to hop in and try to get these final bosses made. So, interesting ones. I don't know about knockback. I could probably do it. You know, actually, yeah. If you're right next to him, you'll do like a knockback, and I can write something that will just have you go back until you can't from a given direction. So, I think I'll start on him. You can find this. There we go. As I said, I put a few more in. Rapier, an axe, bloody knife, twin blades, a staff, which, oops, I think I'm going to have give you guard every room you enter, and a few extra items. I'll get to them. Also, I made a rock so that I could have different smite things. We'll get to it, hopefully. But anyways, I'll put you on this row. Yeah, you're good. So the most goddish green possible. And he'll just be embedded. Actually, let me get the on there. Yeah, as I said, sorry if I'm a little iffy. Thunderstorm last night woke me up. I actually thought that a pipe burst or something because I was hearing water and it's still like, you know, snow outside. So I was very concerned, but no, it was just rain outside. And the thunder. Something like that. Okay. We lower the head a little bit? Probably. He takes up so much of the screen. Okay. I mean, it is a greed devil. And let's just try and make it look like he has like a pile of coins. Around him. Okay. Oh yeah, this is not contained. Let me use another color here just so I can go up. Yeah. Okay. You have pointed cheekbones. I'm just using this color so that I can differentiate and properly go in here and go. Oops. Do that. Gotta make this sharper. How to make this sharper? There we go. Now let's have these come down one. I guess head goes up one. So does the goatee. Oh, I should probably actually put on real background. 1 second. Could also put like a little bit of his neck here. And get his horns back. Okay. Now then. Let's give him some golden armor. Just as I can find where I put all these. Oh wait, you go up here. You're standard item. Weapon, golden fist. 0. You're mostly going to be a ranged attacker, so I'll put you at 8. And for equipment, item, equipment, golden shell. 0. 6 sounds fine. If it's, you're going to have to eat, yeah, 6 turns worth of, deal 6 or more damage to start hitting them when you get up to them. Okay, an entity. We will go up here and start the process. Whoop. There we go. Final Obasu. entity golden devil. Case entity golden devil. Did I not put it in there right? Yes, I did not put it in there right. Okay, room. We're going to need action, knock away, action, gold, bomb. Then I guess he can also use slams. All the way down here. Final boss. The Golden Devil. Set HP. Attribute. Index 100. It is a final boss. Should be geared up for it. Entity list index.weapon equals weapon golden fist. Entity list index dot equipment equals equipment golden shell, and then we get its position. Oh, I need a case. There we go. So on the sheet, zero 192. Okay, and you get added to the coveted location of that. Over here, action forced. Because this is going to be targeting a location. So yeah, I don't want it to like constantly sit on top of you as you walk. Same as with smites. Okay. Now we find Hague. We go below there. I also changed this up so that I get distance and position for free. I'm doing it at the start. I got very confused on one thing I was adding, and I accidentally just forgot to have the break. So, as I said, he's going to have knockback. If AI phase mod 3 equals 2, so it'll happen on 2 and then 5, the last one. This will be the knockback. Else, what else could I do? Yeah, let's just keep it simple right now. I can go on this. If distance is less than 2, knockback, else golden bomb. If distance is less than 2, Less than 2. Slam. Else golden bomb. Suppose maybe he could do some sort of summoning of like golden statues or something. That could be a thing. Anyways. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds actually fun. You'll summon them like between you and him. Like the closest square cardinal between you. Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. Let's just go in here. This is called this is called scope creep. I mean, like, the statue literally doesn't have to do anything but besides have health. Okay. Oops. Oh yeah, I have this set to 24. And get this in here. Very serious game. Yeah, almost over. Tomorrow will be a partial day of mostly polish and just making sure everything works and finding bug the final minute and just rage quitting. But yes, yes. Okay, let's get over here and make you. Entity golden statue. And you're just going to have a chunk of HP in you. That's about all you have. Golden bomb, action, golden statue. Case, entity, golden statue, set HP attribute, index 15, break. Oh, I do need to put in his location. That's literally it. 6480. Okay. So how am I going to do the knockaway? Well, I could just center it on the entity using it, and anything adjacent to them just gets flung. Yeah, that seems actually a lot easier than making what I did with the raise. Void. Set. Knock away. Index. What's wrong? What? Oh, int. Add AI index action knock away, get index entity list index.x entity list index.y. Okay, and void set golden statue int index int location location, because I'll be using this later. Int player location equals I spelled it wrong. Okay. Equals get index player.x player.y. Now for yeah, I don't actually have a distance formula set up. I can do it. It doesn't matter. Okay. Int best location equals player location. Int best value equals 999. For int dir less than 4. Oh, that was my furnace. Dir. And int check location equals check location equals player location plus cardinal offset. Cardinal, what the heck is it called? Offset from cardinal. That make the best names. If open space check location and entity at index check location equals -1. Okay. Int dist equals the absolute actually we're going to need the x and y more than anything. Int x equals this, int y equals this. So we're taking the absolute of check location mod map width minus x plus the absolute of check location divide map width, which gives us our x and y minus y. If dist is less than best dist, we do our standard update. Best value, or no, best value. I don't know if there's a best value jingle, or else I do it. Dist and best location equals check location. Then we get to the end here. If best location does not equal player location, add AI, index, action, golden statue, best location. Okay. Void set golden bomb. Golden bomb is going to be a it's going to be a spot, and then all the surrounding spots are also targeted. And it's going to target the edge of the player. So int index. We're going to need player location because we're going to be using the heck out of that. For int. Nope, we need our mask. Int mask. Equal, or mask initialized to 0 for int dir. Or no, count. Yeah, because we're going to be using the one randomizer I've always been using. The one that guarantees it will iterate through all possible... Well, it doesn't guarantee. Technically, it can loop forever, but that's remote. So iterate like that. Int dir equals mask selection. Oh, yeah, that's totally what I was typing. That's totally what I had tab on. That's what I hate about the lists being so... They're not instantly fast, or else they'd be usable, but they delay like a half a second, so they change, and by the time you go like, yeah, that's the correct one, they change to something else. It annoys the heck out of me. So for and mask. Okay, int check location equals player location plus from cardinal dir if is and all we care is that it's an open space. And then we break out of here. Add AI, index, action, golden bomb, and at check location. So I think also we're going to need to have golden statue. Force move, where is it? Okay, there we go. Then why couldn't I go up here before if I was searching for golden bomb? Strange, mysterious things. Okay. Because they're both targeting, and I don't want them to like slowly follow the player or instantly happen when they walk into range. We've been through this song and dance. Okay. Back in entity render. So golden statue is going to just be a smite. So, all the way past these. Case, but. However, golden bomb is going to be a little different. It's basically like it's slam without the extra parts. So you know what? I'm actually just going to copy slam. Okay, so get down here, delete, paste, action, golden bomb, and we're going to get rid of the extra ones around it. Very simple. Let's look up the next place action slam happens. And once again, copy paste that. Action golden bomb. And then we're going to do something silly. Add item, or add floor item Add floor. Item from item. Item coin. Base position. Mod map width. Base divide map width. No, pickup coin. So that's funny. Okay, and then golden statue is going to be your bog standard summon. Yeah, let's go spawn bomb. That's exactly what we need. Only with, you know, a golden statue. Action golden statue, and we summon in an entity golden. He clones himself. That would be a thing. And I guess he could damage if you walk into it. Alright, that's all set up. Top level. Oh wait, I need to add you to the coveted. Nope, you're already in there. Cool. Top level, boss. Okay. Oh, I didn't make the knockback. Render. How's that going to render? I guess it's going to be like a slam, but... it's going to be like this. Except I guess maybe... movement icons? Action, knock away. And this is going to be... oops, I need to be in the SFX. It's even gold. Action, charge. No, actually, I think it was move V, and then I changed it to be a straight-up charge action. But I can mostly reuse it. For int card, so I'm already using dir, card is less than 4. Card. Oh. Boop. Int check location. Equals location minus or plus offset from cardinal card if entity at index check location equals -1, continue, otherwise we're going to use I guess this could be... Int diff equals this. Not going to do damage. Oh. Int other ID equals this. So we're going to grab this. Other ID. I guess it'll only be like 4. So let me just go over this. So we get the difference between, we get the direction that we're going to be facing and from where we currently are. We take our location, we add to that, which will give us the one we're going to check. If we find an ID there, we continue on. If we don't, we move on to the next one. But if we find an ID, we're going to count 4 steps. At each step, we're going to take that location, or we're going to keep moving that check location out and updating the entity with that. So I think that's good. All right, let's get back in here. Golden statue. I don't know why I didn't call that slam. Someone set us up the golden bomb. Okay. What broke? Oh, it didn't break. So it means something's utterly broken in a way that you can't actually tell. Oh, that needs to also do the middle for golden bomb. Action, golden. Is it just gold bomb? Yeah, it's gold bomb. Okay, and we also need to do... Thank you for offsetting this all by 1. Base position. Okay, and we look for the extra golden bomb, because it also does need to do it at the location. Okay. That knocks us back. Okay, that's a boss. I think I might reduce his damage a little bit because he kind of does a lot, or otherwise I need to have some sort of like pause phase on there. Else, if AI phase equals 3. Thank you for the extra character I have to delete, and then remove that line. Yep. set action guard. Index. We'll just do like 4. I didn't save, did it? Let me see. AI, actually, on phase 1, I know I can hit that one. Okay. Oh, this sucker is tricky. Yes, I am. I am doing a game jam. This is the final, how should I put it? This is the final full day of it. I guess I'll go back and tweak this later. Let me just add another one on here. It'll be like a 50-50 between a golden bomb, because that can just kind of mess you up. And I don't know, I'll call it golden throw. Now we'll just give him a smite. Standard smite. If Rand 2. Nope, this is a pure C project with SDL behind it. I made most of the actual code in here. Crap, I forgot what the standard smite is called. This is just built up on SDL2. I have some code base that I've been using for a while. Where's Hague? I think the Hague should have it. Hague. Basic move and attack. Basic move away. No, I don't want a ranged smite. Oh, I had one. Yeah, sorry I'm a little tired. I've been doing this for a full week, streaming all this. I usually don't do things this long. Okay, I'm just going to look for it in here. Ah, there we go. This doesn't have the... Yep. I think maybe with the boss relics you should be able to take this on, but let's just err on the side of I don't get to bounce anything. Whoops, I should have just tanked that. That's mostly how I work. Like, I'll be honest, my general feeling at this point in time is all languages kind of fail to do anything correctly. And you're just stuck learning how to do what somebody thought was a good idea at the time. Whoops. Like, well, good luck with that. It's kind of a filled field right now. You'd be better off not taking, like, game courses, but actual just normal computer science ones. So what the game courses are going to do is they're going to teach you how to work in an engine. And while that's useful, it's not as useful as like, hey, solve this in another engine you've never used. It's not as useful when they like ask you that. And like all engines are assumed to be outdated by the time you learn them. Like learning the basics, actually learning graphic pipeline and optimization and just standard practices will carry a lot more than, hey, I learned how to do this in this version of Unity, and oh look, Unity released a new version and now all the stuff I learned is basically obsolete. Like, it'd be best to learn how to work with any game engine and not any game engine in particular. It's kind of what I'm getting at. The ideas always still stand. Oops. I'm just going to throw that at you. Am I actually ever doing any damage to you? Oh, I am. You must put a shield up. Okay. But, that's my take on it. Like, learn the basics and the ideas behind what's going on more than learn any specific language or engine. Because, like, as I said, you learn, like, what is it? Unreal. Unreal doesn't do yearly releases. Unity does it. But either way, like, you learn the latest version of Unreal. You spend 4 years learning it, and you get out there, and they already dropped the new one. And they decided to completely rework how they do it. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, like, learn the basics, and you have to go from there. It kind of sucks all over, but that's my opinion on it. Yeah, let's tone your damage down a little bit. Like, what I'm running here is not really complex, more than the spaghetti code I've already, like, set up in it. Oh, wait, this is under items. Like, I'm not even running this in a proper way that should be built, to be honest. Yeah, let's turn you down to, like, 6 damage. Because my main... Like, I learned programming on Java because they're still pushing Java as everybody's going to use Java. And I think that kind of became like Ruby, or Python and Ruby at some point for what they're going with. Python is an easy language to learn as a beginner. As for game design, it does have Pygame. But when I worked like with games with Python, I literally just used SDL2 and a thin wrapper on that. The main reason I stopped using it is that it was too slow for the pathfinding I needed. Oh, well. So, but yeah, take a look into Python, look into Pygame. Make something really basic. Literally make Pawn, make Tic-Tac-Toe. Make anything you can cut your teeth on, and just keep making a bunch of those little projects in slightly different genres. And like try to get faster at it. Because that's one thing that's always needed, is like able to have some idea of what you're doing, even though it might not be correct. But able to evaluate, hey, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this. And that only comes from like doing it a million times. Even if it's your own like little projects. That was a mistake. Okay. I'm going to just keep them as is, and I'm going to work on the next one. Okay. Who should we have next as an enemy? We got that. Probably too thing. Oh well. Well, this is going to have him have to move around. Man, I don't want to have the last two bosses just be this. But, Man, these would have been good if I could have get tiles in here and all this stuff, but I'm not going to be having path... Well, I could make a pathfind layer for it. I really don't want to, though. Nope, screw it. Okay. So we already have the fleshy meat masses. So let's... as icons, I don't have them set up yet. So what I need to have... So over here, we're going to have a main grid. Okay, here we go. Int pathfind flesh grid map total, and we are going to make sure that this is set to 0 when we make it. Yes, sirree. Now I have to check how I'm properly setting this up so that I can do it the same way with the other one. But I think that it is baked in, and I might just have to duplicate that. I can do that rather quickly, though. Okay, let me just do this. So, pathfind... Does it double click? There we go. Yeah, I think I just hard code this in grid. There's a language barrier there, and everything's really in flux right now. How it goes, and I'm not just about to pick up where I am and go over there. And I wouldn't say that I'm really that great. I just managed to do my own things. Okay, yeah, I do have this as just a baked in. Yeah, okay. This is going to be bad practice, but I'm going to copy this over. And this is going to be flesh. Blood fill. Pathfind flesh grid. Really bad. I should be passing in here, but I was having issues before. And I'm not going to unmake this. So I'm just going to be ensured that this only works for one sort of thing. Anyways. Okay. So now that I have that, it's going to slightly slow down when I run it, but I don't think it's going to be too slow, because our pathfind isn't that bad. I'm not going to drop exact locations, but I'm just... Midwest America? Ah, I see. No, Midwest America here. Which is big enough. Okay, so we're going to need spawn flesh towers. Void spawn. Random spawn flesh tower. Int. And this is going to work exactly like the random shotgunning Mage does. No, actually, this is probably quite good. Okay, I'm going to need to get the entity type in here first. Okay, let's do that quickly. Entity, flesh cube. But I mean, like, yeah, the game industry is kind of weird. It's kind of like the art industry right now in that it's really hard to judge what you can do or where you stand, because the only way to be able to do that is be in a position where you can, like, say, I made this much money. The only way to get there is to have made that much money, which generally requires money to do, but yeah. Oops. Set HP attribute index 15 sounds good again. Like, art kind of had it for a while. I've been on, like, the mild art tangent rants of gaming's pretty saturated, which is my one thing against it. As I said, don't strictly learn an engine, or else you're going to be outdated the second the engine's outdated. And, like, anything taught in college that's intrinsically linked to a language, unless you're learning a historical one that doesn't change, like the programming version of Latin, is outdated the second you're out of any sort of learning. I mean, it was outdated when it was added. That's just kind of the problem with the tech industry. It's a very shifting landscape. But yeah, just work on things, make projects. People say to, when I was looking for a job in the industry, like, people said make GitHub things and, like, basically do free work. I'm not so sure on that, but it's a good way to cut your teeth on it and get working. Okay. Or get, like, your practice in. As I said, you'd want to have the instincts of, like, oh, we're doing this, we should have these several different systems, or this is going to be the hardest part, so we need to figure out if we actually want to do that or not. Yada yada. Okay. Got the flesh cube. Let's make the items for the horror. Okay. Item, weapon, horror, maw equals 0. You're going to be a high damaging one. Let's do 8 damage. 0, 0, false. Item, equipment, horror, flesh, 0. You're only going to have 4 because you're going to be bouncing around. Actually, let's move you down to like 5. You have enough health. Ugh. Okay. Case, entity, horror. No, I didn't even make you yet. Get up here. Also, if I was making a real thing, this is being made in like 7 days. It's not the best way to make a game. I probably would have this divided up a little bit more. I was generally against it. The next upcoming language? Well, Ruby's... I know Ruby's getting pushed around a lot, and they're trying to push it into a lot of Linux systems, so there is some future of that if that pans out. If you're doing back-end, I think it's like, or like web programming, I think it's like Swift and some other languages. But as I said, it's like, it's predicting the weather. You could just look at what's going good right now and say that's what's going to be good tomorrow, but that's not going to be good in 12 months from now. Like I'm doing C++ right now. I'm actually coding it more like it's C. Is because I don't want to work with the weirdness that have popped up over the years of class-oriented design because I just find it's too much work. But yeah, you're going to have to keep up with that, man. There's no way to actually predict it. I say learn a lot. The only reason I had my job, is that I had learned Python because once again I was tired of setting up Java projects, and I was tired of trying to get C++ compilers to work. They're a lot easier now, but or at least back then I had problems setting them up. I still have problems now, but I can get them set up. But I had learned enough Python, and the thing I was working with needed Python. I wouldn't say that go learn Python, you'll get a job, unless like maybe you're trying to get into AI programming, because I think they're still using the Python libraries, though that's really weird that they're using Python for those, because they should be using a lower language to increase the speed. That said, they're pushing everything into the graphics processing unit and literally lighting it on fire when they do that, but I still find it strange that they have that all set up like that. But for, like, as I said, learn a lot. Learn lots of different ways to do the same thing and figure out which one is the best in the situation you're working with. That's all I can really say. So I can't predict anything. Or I'd be making a lot more money. Horror Flesh. And, oh, we haven't drawn you yet. Okay. Let's go with the pink. We haven't used the pink. You're going to be 90% mob by volume. Yippee. Well, actually, no, that works. Move you over a little bit, though. Another thing you might want to look into is learning spreadsheets and data analysis, or like statistical analysis. Like, spreadsheets are surprisingly still useful in everything. Like, I never really thought they would be, but yeah, I use them a lot. I have to use them to visualize data. Data visualization is another thing that never gets taught. No, you can use OpenOffice. This is OpenOffice. And, like, you could do macros, like, over here. This is just, like, a standard Excel macro. They do the same functionality. Maybe there's a few things missing, but, you could do practically the same thing you do in Excel, but this is a open source thing. Learning in Excel would be good if you work with a company that buys Excel. Otherwise, like, yeah. I don't know if LibreOffice does the same thing, but I assume so. They have to have some amount of functionality in there. And it just helps. Like, I don't have this one set up, but I have tracking where I will track how far I have things done, and it will like slowly turn things like red, yellow, or green to show the status they are. And it helps with just picking with what part of the thing to work on next if I don't feel like doing something that day. Okay. Oh yeah, we're not finished with the drawing. Okay. Let's give you some teeth. Yeah, they really are. They really are. The AI kind of requires it because that's how you get the data. Is that you crunch a... okay. The current AI that they put on quote-unquote is really just a statistical probability chain. Behind the current batch of large language models. They're effectively they're really behind the scenes what is called Markov chains, which is like you scrape through some data and you find given A then B and the probability for that, and you just do that. But a large language model is that, but at the scale of like thousands of dimensions. Like, I've made Markov models, and people have noted that they do the same sort of things we like from ChatGPT, where it's like, hey, look, this almost makes coherent sense based on a sentence it started with. That's exactly what they found with Markov chains. But ChatGPT is like literally using all of Reddit and any publicly available and probably not publicly available data source they can get into to create their effective Markov chain that is like quite large and has some useful applications, but it's not AGI. It's not really intelligent right now. They're trying to make it intelligent with a lot of systems. Some are better than others. The one issue that they have is that there is currently no profitable AI company right now. Like, this isn't even like pipe dream. OpenAI is running in red. It has always been running in red. It's just been living off of investors, and the investors are going to get tired when they don't get their money back. It's kind of like working like Cold Fusion. The Chinese ones that were dropped, like, I don't know what to say about those ones. I forgot what it was called. It had the whale. But they need to figure out a way to be profitable, and I don't know if the average person would be able to do it. It's why they really want to get into the government and have it be set up that way, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. So I think you're going to be rather easy. You're going to spawn the random flesh tower, and you're going to move towards the random flesh tower. So I'm going to need to have new actions of spawn flesh tower. As there are right now, they don't have any real... Well, the thing with large language models, they have no impetus. They require somebody to prompt them. And then, like, the issue is that at that point they can start hallucinating that they're actually doing the task instead of doing the task. Like, this is a common thing that has issues. Like, when people make Minecraft bots with the large language models and even give them all the tools to, like, to cheat and get to the resources, and, like, you just set up the thing, they'll happily just say they're playing Minecraft without actually activating the things that make them play Minecraft. Like, there's no will behind them, and if they're just feeding them in random data, they will just give out random data. Very little coherence. And also there's what they call the personality drift in them. Spawn, flesh, tower, action, seek, flesh. Okay. Get down here. Entity, flesh cube. It's greater than 6. We'll return. We only work with 6. Let me see if this is right. So this is between 0 and 5. So we have -2, -1, 0, 1. I know I got these wrong last time. Okay, fine, I'll do it. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. As I was saying before, you could do Excel stuff in there, so like me. So this cell, -2, and then you copy and paste. So it would be off-center. Okay. I think all mine are off-center, but I don't care right now. Programming mistake. Oh well. 7 -3. 0, 1, 2. Right now, 5, 6 equals this -3. I'm too brain dead right now to actually do things proper. Okay, that gives me a proper range. And then if I increase this by 2 to 9, I can do 4. Yeah, when I was setting one of these up, it just kept going negative, and I think it was more that I was setting it up wrong. Do I still have this up in the background? Yeah, go away. Okay. So we have that. Void seek flesh tower int index. So flesh. Okay. For int index. Yeah, it's working, but I'm not making it in the best way, but I never really finish my own projects unless they're put into stupid constraints. Okay, one second. I need to properly figure out how I set this up. To a degree, I don't do 3D well. I find trying to work in 3D to kind of be... I can't do it all, is one of the things. And it just... one second. Let me find what I'm looking for. Like 2D, I can put my head around and I can work on everything. 3D, I need a modeler. I need somebody to make all that, or I need to use prefab assets, and even getting the prefab assets. You're working with whatever they decided and however they decided to make it work, and then you're working at the whim of whatever 3D engine you're working for. If I were to do 3D, I would need to... Sorry, I would need to, I can't really give for in the industry. And I don't quite know, like, all I know is pixel art, to be honest. Pixel art is what I work on. Okay, this is what I need. And pixel art is its own little beast of how you're supposed to work with it. Okay, and then for... They're readable. I've talked to... this is less of a theory, and more of... So a lot of the problems of current 3D is that they try to be very realistic, and at some point that starts breaking readability, because the real world is not made to be readable and able to tell stuff, which is why yellow paint gets everywhere. HP above 0. Sorry, let me get this typed out. I am braining hard, and so I can only do one thing at a time. List index.entity type equals entity flesh cube. So we have that. And then we do this. And then we have a pathfind. Once I get this set up correctly. Well, like, suspending belief is required. So, unironically, having something a little bit more to go like, yeah, I'm suspending my belief a little bit more on this, therefore, sorry, oh, which Mario? I don't even think I've beaten any of the Mario RPG series, which have really kind of died, and I feel sad about. Or dir. No, actually, we're doing a count. Like, they're about challenges and all that. And I think one problem that keeps getting more apparent is the more you give time for developers and the more you give them, like, make a story and all that, they start going away from what actually makes a game worthwhile. And while there are some exceptions, 2 hour-long cutscenes are not generally wanted out there. You basically have to be Kojima, and you have to really be, and the person has to be really in the mindset that they might watch an hour-long cutscene in the hallway. I have never done VR games. My eyes are kind of bad for them. Like, one of my eyes, the nerve is attached off center, so I'm always like, I can never have 20/20 vision. And I'm pretty sure the 3D effect doesn't work as well as me because I assume to be correct. Like, I always have some amount of double vision on, like, further or near stuff from it. And there's no way to glasses it out of the thing. The eyes are just screwed. I haven't looked into that. I don't know. The one problem right now is that RAM's so expensive that the parts for 3D or for VR rigs might be little out there. Anyways, so int mask. We'll see once the RAM comes back, because right now the only VR you can work with is the older one and older ones, and people they weren't largely adopted. The only way we're going to get it adopted is if we have a VR that is the equivalent of the Wii, where like every household ends up getting one because it's so dirt cheap. And it has like party games and such. But that doesn't work because VR rigs are only one person at a time. But that's the only way we'll really have an explosion. Steam tried to do it, but even then it didn't take off. Also, there's a lot of people that just get motion sick on them. It's kind of hard to make a mass appeal project when like a quarter of people will just get sick playing it. That's a number I pulled out, but that seems to be about right. It's like either a quarter or a sixth of people, 1 out of 6, seem to just like, they get motion sick from it. And that really drives down your possibility of adoption. I do not know what BGMI is. Mask selection. Nope. Or if let me get That'll help. Whoops, wrong button. It almost looks like D&D stuff. But I think I would know if that was D&D stuff. I play a lot of that. Or at least look into a lot of it at this point in time. So, location plus offset from cardinal dir if open space index blah. Blah, I say. I'm making this too complex, but it should be complex. It's a final boss. I'll give it till 10, but then I really have to do a Riz. Okay, we'll do. The Googles. Yeah. I think I'm just going to table the idea of having this, and I'm just going to have the flesh towers heal him when he gets close to them. So it's going to be like the crystal. I could do it, I just don't have time, and I don't think it's helping anybody. Else, if flesh cube. However, they aren't going to have a phase. They're just going to be there forever until you hack through them. This is a final boss, after all. No, Entity Horror. Heal Entity Other ID. Let's say 10, or let's say 5. Sure. Okay. This simplifies it a lot, and I don't have to make 2 phases. I didn't want to make 2 phases. Okay. Case. Entity Horror. Spooky. If AI phase equals 0 for int, or no. Yeah, for int roll equals rand mod 3. So that'll give us +1. For int spawn, set to 0. Spawn plus less than roll. Spawn plus plus. Spawn flesh bower. Okay, cool. Else, I guess he's mostly a brawler. Else, if AI phase mod 2, so like every odd phase, if distance is less than 2, if rand mod 2 slash action index, else slam attack index. I did not name these consistently. Else set guard action index 3. Else move action, or no, entity move. basic move. Basic move attack index. Okay. Let's see how this little guy does. Boss. Entity Horror. Did they break anything? Nope. Thank you. Oh, I don't have the I don't have the flesh towers being made yet. Okay. Action, spawn. Simple all in there. And then action, golden. It could be exactly like this. So, whoop. Whoop. Action, spawn, flesh tower. Like so. Entity, flesh cube. Oh, you're not being set up right. I didn't add you to the coveted location. I'm sorry, Pink Horror. Entity Dragon. So down here is where I have like boss AI be changed. Boop boop. Entity Horror. Okay, now he'll actually go through his AI actions instead of spamming the first thing until he runs out of places to put pink cubes. Yeah, he will murder you. I'm going to just try some Unga Bunga to see how truly hard he is. And yeah. Okay. I think having the actual phases spaced out for his spawning stuff if AI is less than 2, let's have that. Let's see how that works. So that'll give us like 2 turns of smacking him. So even like Slay the Spire, you needed to have like turns that you could actually do something against them. Actually, I guess the flesh towers, entity meat. flesh cube? Yeah. I was wrong. We need to have you kill yourself after like 8 turns. Otherwise you just kind of sit there and do nothing. Let it be known I wanted this boss to be a lot more complex than it is. Mistakes were made. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Actually, you know what? I could do something really dumb, because I was thinking of having a coupon for... I think this is doable if you have better armor. A coupon that you could use for items to... from items to... I should have moved. This thing's just unrelenting. Coupons you could use to spawn in the things. I think if you kill a boss, it should drop that. Alright, I'm going to stand up for a second. It's only been about an hour and a half, but I like to stand up every hour. So I'm going to do so. I will be right back in a minute. Alright, I am back. Boop, boop. So, we have our bosses. They're probably overpowered. I'm going to be adding more overpowered items later, but... Next on there. Thank you. Final bosses kind of have them. Have enough to call it good. So, act progression. Let's do that real quick. So right now I have these coming in through the room. Top level. If act equals 0, else if act equals 1, else if act equals 2, else if rand 5x2, return golden devil, else return horror. Now for the rest of these, it's going to be a little different. Into boss array of undefined size, and we are going to have, let's see, what ones did we put in here so far? So I'm going to say that these three are like these three and those three, and like floating golem and magma. I think magma worm should be a later one. So anyway, slime dragon, entity large slime, entity dragon, entity crab battle. Okay, and we do our little funky function. Roll max equals size of, I think it's size of. Yep. Very strange idea of a function. I mean, it works. Divided by size of boss array 0. So what it's doing is that internally, C++ needs to know the size of any given entity, so somehow it knows the memory location is set to be this sort of thing, and then it knows that this much is allocated to this pointer, and then it knows that this much is allocated to this pointer, so you get your size. Return boss array rand mod roll max. Cool. So we copy paste this. Now, floating golem and crystal lizard and magic bomber. They seem like good ones in there. This should be rand. Entity crystal beast. Entity magic bomber. And what I say for that last one. Floating goal. Golem body. Same difference. Also, I think, just on things, I'm going to have to change up the... It's one thing I've been noticing, it's not fun to fight in the small, thin rooms. Oh, it's not in grid? Okay, it's in dungeon generation. that's fine. This has been proven to be kind of a pain in the butt. Let me change this real quick. The horizontal one. Add 2 up. It's still thin, it's just... It felt bad to fight any of the, like, the golden demon in them. Give it a little more room. Okay. Anyways, back over here. Boss. No, wait. Wrong thing. There we go. Copy paste. Entity Hague. Entity Lava or Magma Worm. And I think that's all of them. I didn't make the Sword Dancer because that honestly feels a bit boring or unfun. Okay, so I think that's good. Oh. Oh wait, what? Where are you? That's why. I deleted one more than I should have. And then I put that there. Are you fine? I'm just batting 1,000 today. Okay, that's all lining up. Is the boss floor is equal to false. If floor is greater than 0 and floor mod 5 equals 4. Well, no, I could just do that. Boss floor equals true. And then we get rid of this in here. Okay. Go where this is coming in. Int act equals current floor divide by 5 if act is greater than, or no, if current floor is greater than or equal to 15, act equals 4. Okay, we're going to get a boss monster, but we're going to be able to run past it. So let's give this a shot, see that it's actually progressing correctly. So what we do is we run. Okay. Didn't see a boss so far. I don't think there's anything over here. Nope. Run, 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 run. Okay. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. I don't even think I finished off the rest of the relics. Honestly. Whoop. Oh, I have the relics set up for testing. Yeah, that explains things. Okay. Set to choice to shop. Where are you being set up? Yeah. Yeah. Mea culpa. So, it died after the third choice because it didn't have enough room to pull from in there. There's only 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Also, generate floor. I had a way to update the floor tiles. Did I delete that? Okay. If current floor is greater than 4, if current floor is greater than 9. Yeah, so we're gonna do the change theme to zone 2. Else change theme. Whoops. Actually, it'd be 3. So 0 through 5 is the 0, 1. Or 0 through 4 is the 0, 1. 5 through 9 is the second one. This has to be higher. 14. There we go. Okay. Cool. I forget where it came from, but a plan never survives contact with enemy, and all game design is everything smacking against the enemy, which is getting the thing done. It's all compromised. So, what I also need to have after I get the axe and the bosses spawning in is I need to get treasure chests spawning in and having them axe-specific gear, and like the rare ones having rarer gear in it. Or not axe-specific, just any real good amount of gear. So right now, while some items are useful, you aren't changing anything having them. Your gameplay isn't changing because you pick up well, it is changing if you pick up a heavy club, but not for the better. I also need to have a floor counter. Not much to say. I'm just testing. I really wish I could squish these together more, but I don't think I have time to fix that. I think there's a way to fix that. I'm going to pick you up. There we go. We got a different color. We didn't see the boss, though, which I don't like. What am I say? Okay, I need to figure out what the heck the spam is in the background to get rid of it so I can actually get some proper things. Because I'm just getting like, about to flood, updating. About to flood, updating. And I think that's coming from, yeah, that's not going to actually help me. Start, update, Pathfinder. Yep, let's get rid of you. I am done with all this. Okay. Where's top level? Is that all the way over here? Did I close it down? Nope, there it is. Okay. Boss. Spawning enemies. Exit room. Boss room. Okay. Oh, I had that up. My apologies. Though not much to say on there. Okay, so this pops up. Current floor is 0. Wait. Is this saying literally none of them are exit rooms? Okay, one second. I think I know what happened. Are we not setting... Yeah, okay. Exit room goes true. Because I had moved that to the start room to test stuff. I still might do that. Current floor is 2. Yeah, it sees the exit room now. Now the question is, will it see the boss room? Then I could possibly add some floor-specific generation. Am I missing something? I'm missing something. There we go. Ooh, spooky. Nope. Onward we go. So I think like only good treasure chests will not spawn and start an end room. Well, that doesn't solve the problem of, like, there's no point in exploring, like, side rooms without doing flood fill. It'll help. Wait, okay. We are on room 5, and it did not trigger as a boss room. Oh, okay. Whoops, I closed the wrong thing. Anyways, I'll get that back up in a second. Let me see. Spawning enemies. Active, floor is... If I'm passing 0 in here, I'm going to be mad. Act is... Act. Okay. Compile you, and I'll get my command line back up to get back over there. CD, CD, da 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 da. No, that's not the right one. What is it called? Okay. Run ya. So now what am I seeing? I am seeing act is 0, floor is 0. Cool. That lines up. Okay, what do I see? Floor is 1, act is 1. I don't know if I'm braining and just doing the numbers wrong, and that's what's causing all my problems, but... Floor is 2, act is 0. Okay. I could just hard-code it to get to it. Power. I'll show you true power. Floor is 3, act is 0. So the next one should have the boss on it. Okay. So floor, yeah, there's no boss being set up on here. Floor is 4, act is... Okay. Something's wrong with the math. Or. It should be or. Okay. That's what's wrong with the math. Okay. Okay, I need to get rid of the player turn updates. They're driving me nuts. Okay, player turn ended. Nope. Player turn ended. Yep, let's get rid of you. And then over here, find end turn. Nope. End turn. I was trying to debug some weird thing, and it just turned out I forgot to have a break set up. Okay, clear this out. Compile correctly. Okay, so now on floor 4, which is technically floor 5 because 0 index, we should see an enemy spawn, and we should be able to just run right past them. Helpful tentacles are helpful. I am kind of impressed that this keeps up with me. Because, I think the Python versions of these that I would try to do would, you know, struggle. But this is running raw C. Well, raw C++. And then there's the year or two I tried to use Godot. I got some effects, but nothing I just didn't like working with it. Oh yeah. Wait, you're... What? Excuse me? Wait, Bombay didn't trigger. Bombay should have triggered. Okay, I'm gonna put that in here. Let's see if it triggers after this. Yeah, it triggered after that. It didn't trigger on the first floor. I guess on getting it, you should have it happen. So, we fought the Act 4 boss. So, is it just like that borked and it's just going to feed us the Act 4 bosses? Possibly. That's a neat one. This way? Spooky. I can't pick up the coin because it's being pulled under me. That's funny. Now I have a friendly banana. I have a pair of bananas. Where's the exit? Let me double check. Did I... Okay. Is there anything to this? Yep. Yeah, it's just spawning in these. And now we're in the red layer. Let me just check that. So clearly something's up with it's saying what act it is. Actually, does it say what act does it say it is? It's saying it's Act 2. It's correct in that. No, wait, this should be Act 3. No, this is Act 3, because Index 0. I have to look at the math for the bosses. Room. So, because the thing I want to check is that I'm going to get a boss, then I'm going to get another boss afterwards. So I'm not having, like, I'm having another floor, but I'm not having another, like, another lead up. You got 3 boss relics. Or you could have 3 boss relics. I'm leaving the option for you to skip them if you're, insane. But it's doable. Roguelikes should always offer you the choice to screw yourself. To knowingly screw yourself. It is tradition. I'm not talking about, like, hero traps like the Puppy Cave. I'm talking about, like, hey, you're going to give up being able to use this type of item. If you don't, like, go and do this. Like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, there he is. So now let's, first off, top level, Jovian Orb. Post Relic got choice. If, shop choice... Oh, okay, so it is going in there with that, okay. Else, if item ID equals relic snake bomb bag, add item to floor from item. Oh no, wait. ABC. Generate new level. Reset floor. Generate layout. Main off grid, update this, spawn, next level start. Let's take a look in there. There we go. Dirty, wet, copying of code. Code is not dry. No pull request being processed. Oh, well, that only works if I get it. Okay, let's take a look at the enemies now. Why are you spawning badly, boss? This is saying that the act is whatever. Is Act getting reset? Vroom. At least I'm catching some other things I need to do. The bomb bag was definitely one. On shrimp. Yeah, I wish I could have got these like to be more compressed against each other, but it is what it is. Butter cookie. Moist, delicious cookies. Okay. There we go. Also, the only reason that I have cookies is because I find it funny for the tentacles to, you know, pull cookies behind you. It seems to fit. Okay. We are on floor 4, Act 0. We have boss rooms. Did this not compile right? It did not. I went in too fast. Boop, boop. I think I might order pizza again today. A more proper one. Though that one I did the other day with chicken was pretty darn good. Double check that it's not exiting that way. Yeah, there it is. We're not even to checking floors yet. Okay. The reason I'm able to find the exit, I said it before, but I wanted to go downwards and have some directionality. So I literally, the top is the entrance, the bottom is the exit. So current floor 4, it's saying look Act 0. Okay. Will it be a devil or a maw? Yeah, there's something broken about this, but I don't know what. Spawn ID. Oh. So it's setting act... Okay, that makes sense, because silly equals 0. Okay. That makes sense. Boop, boop. I should also set this up to work off arrow keys. I think I'll do that after this. Give my left hand a break. Maybe set up enter to be accept. Backspace to be the cancel. E remains the same. Oh yeah, I have the Hero's Gauntlet. Once again, I was too quick. Okay. Let's set up the controller stuff. So, at the top of here, heartbeat, we have my controller module. It should be its own thing, but I am lazy. Int Alt left key equals SDL scan code arrow or left. Yep, there we go. Boop, boop. Alt right is going to be right key. Alt up is going to be the up key. And down is going to be the down key. Int Alt accept key equals SDL scan code enter return. There's two returns? Okay. Int cancel Alt cancel key. Why don't you like that? Okay. Goes SDL scan code backspace. Backspace. E remains the same. So down here, it's just literally going to be putting in the alts. I wonder why double pipes were used for this. Like, who went there and went, yeah, two of these pipes, that totally means ore. Oh, I spelled it wrong, that's why. Please. Did I not call it accept? I did not. Okay. Let's test it again. Don't hit enter on this. Clear this out. Take a second to breathe. Awesome, that works. Now let's play period by right hand. To do this in any other system, you would have to have like 3 different objects to tell you what your default key is and what its actual velocity is and all this other stuff. I haven't looked into the joysticks or controllers for SDL2, but I assume it's, hey, here's your Here's your between 0 and 1, or -1 and 1 for the x-axis of your control stick. Okay, now either this or the next one should have the first boss. That is a first boss. Good. First boss was a slug out. I took some damage. I had some extra health and I was tanking half of it, so pretty good. Now we're in the other one. Okay, cool. Okay. It's strange that's what did it. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's so picky about any other syntax, but like, hey, you want to assign a variable in a inside of an if statement? Go ahead. There's so much more that it just kind of, you know, does things. Oh. Okay. And then we should get a few more. Oh. Okay, and it's either this one or next one that'll have the Act 3 boss. Yep. Wait. One second. One second. There's a bug here. Do I not have a break at the end? I don't. Oh, God. It's effectively using the Greed Demon AI. Unless it's 0. Well, it's using the Greed... Yeah, there we go. Now, I think on this one, you're going to have no choice. So... find oh no, this should be over in here. Generate level layout. If current floor greater or equal to 15, yes. Or no, less than 15. Do that. Also, phase player, you win. I don't... Top level doesn't see that. If I include top level, does anything bad happen? Do you compile? Okay, here's what we do. Go all the way up here. And you go down. All of you go down to here. Honestly, you shouldn't have been here in the first place, but it happens occasionally. So I'm going to have an is boss list. Or is final boss. Bool is boss ID. Int ID. And I can't do my tricks, so I'm just going to do this. Case, or switch ID. Case. Return true. Case. Return true. Case. Return true. Case. Golem body, not any of the other parts. Return true. Case. Magma worm. Return true. Case. Crystal beast. Return true. Case. Magic bomber. Return true. Case entity Hague. Return true. Okay, and then Bool is final boss. Index. Switch. Oh, we need to return a false down here. Switch index. Unironically, I think the Switch 2 is only moving because of that one Pokemon game. I haven't watched anybody play it yet, but so many people have attached themselves to it as exactly what they want to do with Pokemon. Entity, Devil. Return true. Case, entity, horror. Return true. Return false. Now, I'm going to make the cheapest windscreen ever, and if I want to fix it up later, I do. So this is going to be actually the size of the screen. Oh, nah, I can just make it like this. This is cheap. We're being cheap here. Whoops, that helps if it's red. Okay, fine. Delete everything. Change it to be red. You have bested. I really dislike what they did with the text tool. The inverted tower. Then some white text down here at a reasonable font size. Press Z to send another in. Just a random pile of money because why not? Actually, let's draw this behind. I'm trying to line this up by sight, but I think I'm going to be really off no matter what I do. Okay, cool. Turn that off. Outline everything by 1. Nope, wrong layer. Okay, good enough. We're going to save as You are winner. Dot ping. Okay. I'm going to stand up for a second. Then when I get back, I'm going to slam this texture into the game. I'm going to have a trigger on the final boss dying. And then I'm going to have a screen that will restart the game. And I'm also going to give myself the cheapest sword ever that will just be like 10,000 damage. So I could just speed run this and see that everything works. Alright, be right back. Alright then. Your ASMR for the day. I definitely need this now. Okay. Also, my potato plant is blooming, which is strange. Okay, so... handle def. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Actually, yeah, let's just properly do this. If. No, we can't do that at this point because we don't know what entity type it was. Okay, it doesn't change the entity type, but... if is final boss. This is going to be hacky, but I mean it's the ending of the game. It's always going to be the hackiest bit. Current phase equals phase game phase. You are win. Okay, so I have that. I am making the item item weapon debug sword equals item sword. And I think I can only do 9999 damage because I think there might be display issues and I don't want to debug this to actually use this. Anyways, restart game. Oh no, I need to have the phase stuff in here. Okay. Need to add this as a texture. So first we need to have construct header. Start and end texture. STL texture. Game win texture. Then we go over to heartbeat control because that has bool STL, int STL. There it is. Image load. Texture main render. And we go to the art folder to actually just copy. The portable network graphic. Cool. Do we have all that? Void bool player map loop. Else if current phase equal... Thank you for not capitalizing that. You know, I haven't even taken a drink of my monster yet. That's how far into this I am. Player, you win. Restart game. Game. What it reset game. Okay, there's several different words I could use, but of course I choose all of them wrong. Reset game. Continue. Player, you win. Loop. And like the rest of these loops, they have a boolean to say like, hey, you hit the X button, get out of it. Bool. Well, true. Top heartbeat. render map if main control dot accept mod equals, or mod 180 equals 1. Return true. Return false. Action, that's what it is, not accept. Okay, and then in map render map void. Okay, there we are. All the way at the bottom. Else if current phase equals phase win. Render you win. Okay, let's just go up here. All I'm going to do is steal the last bit, where it just renders the dang texture. Void you win. Such a hard render. Win. Choice. What did I call it? Oh god, I don't remember anymore. Game win texture. There. Okay. Technically, we have a full game now. First off, equals weapon debug sword. Not even spelled right. That's perfect. Oh god. What are you throwing a fit? Okay, let me clear this. No, I don't mean that. What's wrong with this? I don't want to fight this today. Game win texture is not declared in the scope, but everything... Did I not save in here? That's why. Okay. We have our mighty stick. Let us hit every enemy with it. We shall slay every boss, and then after I do that, I will have the relic summoning coupons show up from normal bosses. And we could get that working, and then we have all the components that I wanted. Not in the way I wanted, but they're all there. And then I could do some content fill to have some actual progression besides getting these things. Smack. 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 Nope. Oh, there we go. Nope. Smack, smack. So after this, as I said, make the coupons, I guess, to summon up the screen. And we hit that. Oop. Someone else's blade. And then I could get a few more relics, I guess, in too as well, and try to fill it out that way. But I think items needs to be the next thing, because they're sorely neglected. And possibly polishing up that little stat chart up there. I have more room. I can move things. And then possibly getting enemies to have a little bit of info of what they're doing. Maybe some way to take a look at relics. Oh yeah, I have the hero gauntlets. They drop gems. And hearts. Okay. Switch hands. Not so big without your hands. Okay, now we're in totally not hell. I think I should add a little bit more to that claw. You know what? Strike while the iron is hot. Okay, so relic is right there. Oh yeah, I need to add the... Yeah, I need to actually add a couple of the... I can't have boss items if I don't have boss items. I really saved all the important stuff for the last minute this year. But I think I'll get most of it done. It's better to, like, have all the things laid out that you want and just cut from it than to, like, I need to make more content. I'm bored of trying to think of more content. Game never finished, which is what I end up doing a lot. If I can't have the list of, like, just work at this, it just never happens. Okay, and this should be the final boss, and when this hits, I should win the game. So this is going to go like really stupid down, isn't it? No, did I just miss the exit? Oh, what's funny is that my system actually copes with hitting over 100 3 digits damage. Did it just not spawn? Okay, let me hug the right wall. I think it didn't spawn. Oh no, what happened? Let's go up in the log. It didn't. Oh! I need to have the exit room to spawn the exit square to spawn the boss. Okay. Okay, this is fixable. Okay. Place exit stair. If floor level equals 14 for int index yeah, let's change theme after this. Index 0. Index less than map total. Index plus plus. If main grid index equals stair down tile downstairs, we can break out of this and we can say main grid index equals floor or tile it could equal 1. I think 1's it. That scared me for a second. Like, oh no. Oh no, what happened? And the answer was I got too smart for myself. This should fix it now. Oh wait, no, this should be 15. My bad. That would have been bad, because I would have... Okay. So, making the 3 choices should be easy, but I have to make the relics first. Then I also have to test the relics, which is fun, but, shouldn't be too hard. Test them. Because most of the relics are like the rare boss relics from Slay the Spire, which are kind of a trade-off, but you get more actions. Like, the one I think of is the one that hides enemy actions, but gives you 1 more mana. And the other is like the Velvet Choker, which you can only draw so many cards a turn or something. So you can't infinite off of it. Some other ones that like really screw you up are like Pandora's Box, which just like changes all your cards. Trying to think of any other one. But they're like real major changes. Most of the other ones that are like based off Slay the Spire kind of do the same thing. So yeah. It's a good thing to have. And I have somewhat bad design for dungeons, but we'll add some more interesting things per floor. I could do a real funny thing and have a fairy in a bottle, and then after you use it, it's just an empty bottle. I mean, like, when you die and you get revived to, like, full health, and it's just... the bottle's empty now. Problem is that means that you can get infinite fairies in bottles. Broom. Switch hands. Shouldn't there be a boss in here? Or am I one off? I'm not counting. So, of course I'm not actually, like, remembering if I've gone down far enough. Yeah, where's the bosses? Well, I guess it would be this floor. Unless it's not increasing and I bugged something out by moving tile floor stuff down here. Yeah, what floor is this? Floor 10, Act 2. Yeah, something's... something's acting weird. The theme shouldn't matter. Okay, let's recompile it. Okay, it's not seeing exit. Oh, Jesus. Is this going to be some stupid thing? Okay, let's undo literally everything I just did. Okay, that's up there. This should work. I mean, like, it's gone back 3 steps of like, oh, nothing actually updates anymore now. Okay. It doesn't see the exit room. Why isn't it seeing the exit room? Oh! Because I have to have this. It's all based off exit ID. Okay. Yeah, okay. And I still think all this stuff should be moved down here. Once again, for index less than, or if current floor equals 15. But then why was this changing? Did I put it in the if statement? Maybe. Index is less than map total. Index plus plus. If grid, main grid. Index equals tile stair downstairs. I cannot type anything anymore. Okay. Now it equals to 1. And exit stair. Exit index equals -1. Sure. Okay, let's try this again. The one actual problem I have with trying this is that it's so big wide that I can't have my debug window up at the same time. Okay, it's seeing the exit, so it should be doing the stuff. Was I just exiting early, or did I include the whole change in the if statement? Wow. So we're going down to the 15th floor, or 16th floor, to smack something to see if we get an ending screen. Now I could have it up earlier, but I want to make sure everything works, and the more surface area I have to see bugs, the more chances I have to get it. Broom. Smack. Yeah, I should do buffer action for just like not being able to hit stuff like I have. Okay, cool. We're getting the boss. There we go. Okay, and we get the bombs from the Achi Big. Room. Did it? It didn't change act. Well, anyways, with that bug aside, we could work on that next. And it should change act. It's not like it's doing anything special. Yeah, that looks better. The only thing that can make it better is by using another color and putting like a bow on it. At least it's changing the act bosses, but something weird. Two. Yeah, I can't even think why it's not the staircase changing. The reason why I pushed it down there was so that, oh. The Hague's here. The Hague is no longer here. The Fighter's Ring, arguably one of the strongest once you get it started, because if you get multiple attack actions, you get more multiple attack. Okay. If I hit Z. No! I'm gonna have to make a debug button. I think I'm going to go eat lunch, and then I'll be back at 2 o'clock. I'm going to call it a little short here, just so I can get everything back together and then just sort of vegetate while I try to figure out what the heck is going on with this. But, yeah. Thank you for joining, and see you again in, like, 2 hours, 45 minutes for 2 o'clock. I'll probably have this fixed by then, but I just want to go eat. 11 o'clock is usually when I eat, therefore I should go eat. Okay, bye. Well, we have to wait. The almighty bubble. Please come up. Let me order my spicy pizza. I think pepperoni and green peppers. Maybe onions. Oh, there it is. There it is.